Borda and welcome to the InstaSim channel. Today I'm playing Maelstrom Legacy the Tesla Mystery. In the last episode, we had a warrant to go and search Sasha something's laboratory. I keep forgetting her last name. It's fine. Apparently she was working on a time machine and potentially Goro, Maelstrom's brother, has disappeared. And then we did this interesting puzzle with a with an egg timer type thing. And yeah, it was quite interesting actually. Interesting puzzle. Anyway, we need to go and speak to Inspector Aldegard because we need to go and interrogate people again. So let's go to Market Square. Straight to the second floor. So, anything new? We have gathered a good amount of elements and I think that we're just about to discover something important. Very good news, Maelstrom. Who would want to summon? The last time I did it myself, but now you'll have to tell me who needs to be interrogated. Well, I have an idea. Please summon Marconi, Duciel, the Curie couple, and Edison. Perfect. I'll see you in the seminar room. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, Maelstrom, time to draw your conclusions and report on your investigation. I tried to call Mr. Duciel and Mr. Marconi but couldn't find them. Then we shall interrogate them later. Mr. Lou Plume and Dulwich are close to Simulacre, that's why I wanted to summon them. Very well, Inspector, let's go. Right, we're going to interrogate. More suspect interviews. If I gathered you all around this table today, it's for a very specific reason. The goal will be to discover Simulacre's real role in all this. Tesla's disappearance must have a link with it. And I must discover it. Since the beginning of my investigation, I'm hearing about the company everywhere, this Simulacre. What is their actual role in the Congress? Simulacre tried to corrupt the members of the High Council. Simulacre goes way over the line at the Congress. They directly contacted us to influence the votes. I can't say anything about them, I'm not a snitch. Hoo-hoo, you know very well they're also trying to buy journalists who write biased articles. Damn this company, I've always said that, and to be part of a higher-up's family is a real pain. Okay. It's true you revealed this to us the last time we saw each other. I never want to have to talk to you ever again. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't think you have much of a choice. You're being interrogated right now. Yes, you explained that to us with Mr. Curie when we met. Please don't scan my soul, we already told you everything. I'm sorry you felt it that way. I want you to tell us, which means that you have things that you keep for yourself. Doesn't seem like you'll answer. Is anybody going to answer my questions? Yes, indeed. I've personally vowed to never act like this again, I swear it. The word of a liar does not feel that reassuring. Damn this company, okay, cool. Info supplement. Don't get upset, Vincent. This boy talks like no one else when it comes to Simulacre. You said it. Who's not saying all the truth about Simulacre? I'm going to say... Thomas Edison. Mr. Edison, we have received confirmation from several High Council's members that Simulacre sent a letter to everyone. And for the good of the investigation, we already asked you to tell everything you know. Unless you have something to do with Tesla's disappearance, I don't see why you'd hide this. In this business, you have to keep your potential partner's secrets for yourself. And Edison knows when to shut up when his partners ask him to do so. But evidently, the Curies seem to have revealed everything, so what could I add? You only think about your personal gains. Always, my friend, always. So you confirm having been contacted too? Which brings me to my next question. Okay. All the people here will agree that this private company has a very important place, perhaps even a bit too important, in the Scientist Congress. They tried, among other things, to corrupt members of the High Council, but why? I'd like to hear your opinions about this. I think that if Simulator did all this, they must have a link with Tesla. I should read my notes again. In my opinion, they simply wanted to convince the members of the High Council to vote for Miss Berthold's project. They must have offered this to Tesla too. I agree with Pierre. Well, that doesn't really help. I think they just wanted to influence the vote. That's why they contacted the members of the High Council who were most inclined to vote for them. If you want to know my opinion, they're trying to influence the votes. That damn companies are trying to cheat, that's all. So, Simulator finances one of the contest participants, we know that. A word saying to stop Tesla to act against Simulator has been found on the second floor. Tesla is opposed to Simulator and his methods, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Berthold's looking for a friend. Well, yeah, Berthold. The Curie couple and Ducel were present late at night the day before, and it sounded like an argument. So who's the most inconsistent? Well, we'll get some information first. I'm not sure they contacted Tesla. Did I know something that could confirm it? Well, there was a word to stop Tesla. And Tesla's opposed to Simulator. And I'd been surprised if it had been the other way around. Our spirits are one and the same, I think you noticed. Yeah, we did in that logic shield, thank you very much. The most inclined, you say? Of course. Why would they take such risks with people that won't accept the deal? It would be completely stupid. You're not wrong. They never gave you more information. Unfortunately, no. Otherwise, I'd have shared it for you. You know it well. No, I don't. Actually. Well, you know why they would want to do this? For profits. Their goal is to make a profit, so they'll try to get money wherever they can, and where better than with the Congress, which promises a hell of a gain. I have the same theory. Well, the most inconsistent at the moment is La Plume, because he's lied to us before. I think you're a suspect number 1. Are you certain, Maelstrom? Huh? Well, think it long and hard before I say anything. For Christ's sake, Mary Aldecard, you can't just send me to jail. Pierre is slightly inconsistent because he's not actually answering the info sub. I'll try then with Pierre. I'm not certain that Nikola Tesla got contacted by Simulator. He never hesitated in saying what he thought about them and their actions. For a reason still unbeknownst to me, he does not like them. And as Mr. Edison mentioned, Simulator would have no interest in directly contacting him at all. Hey, you mean that our members didn't receive the same letter? If Mr. Tesla received the letter, I think someone would have heard about it. He really disapproved Simulator's methods in expansive ways. You're not wrong. He would have told me, Tesla. Tesla was close with the 36 Kaido of okay. But that sparks up a question. Why no one warned Tesla about Simulator's actions? I think Mary Aldecard is the suspect. When it comes to me, I already told you, I don't snitch on partners. And since they financed Miss Berthold's projects alongside me, I have no right to reveal anything about them. That's my policy. I'm not sure Tesla likes this very much. But oh, not my business. What about Marconi and Ducia? Do you know how they reacted? I have no idea. That's not correct. I need to know what you were doing yesterday night. That'll be my last question. We know they were arguing. I'm asking you to tell me where you were and what you were doing the night before the crime after 8 PM. If you have a phony alibi, we'll know. I left the Congress the day before at 5 PM. I had to dally at the Eiffel Tower. I had stuff to do there. I was at my issue the night before the crime. Thomas Edison is a busy man. Well, we know that's true. I was preparing my best kills for the Congress at the Gazette de la Cerveche. I am the technical manager. I was wrapping up the last preparations before the Congress at the tower's first floor, but I left after Edward Altella, who was doing his regular patrol. So, we actually know that the Curie couple and Ducia were present late at night the day before, and it sounded like an argument, so there's definitely more information we need to get from that. Do you have anything to confirm your activities? Well, myself, I had a dinner with Henri Poincaré. Indeed. If I trust my notes, you were at the tower indeed, but why? I needed to talk with a colleague. I have nothing to add. I know Thomas Edison wasn't there because Altella confirmed it. And what were you doing at your institute? None of your business, but I'll tell you to satisfy your curiosity, rookie. I was briefing my teams about how to showcase our latest inventions. They already all testified. It's true, Maelstrom, they've all been cautiously interrogated and none of their declarations felt suspicious. I see. Didn't you try to get a little exclusivity the day before the Congress? The Eiffel Tower was not open to the public the night before, not even to the press. And security was very tight, I remember these facts when we talked about them after Beaumarchais' aggression. Yeah, that's fine. I think the inconsistent one might be Marie Curie.
Not so fast.
I think you are suspect. Okay, that's not right. Let's try Pierre again, because it doesn't seem right. Mr. Curie, I have the clear impression that you're still hiding something from us. Why would I do such a thing in the presence of the police? I've known my lot of cheeky men. You wouldn't be the first nor the last. What you're saying is inconsistent with both Marie Curie's declaration and the other suspects. There were 3 persons here the day before the crime and you were among them. You even dare lie to me, even though we did talk about this the last time we saw each other. You, Marie Curie and Mr. Duciel were there yesterday from what Altella is saying it. You, Marie Curie and Mr. Duciel were there yesterday. From what Altella is saying, it couldn't have been a mere exchange, but rather an argument. Pierre and Marie Curie, I urge you to tell the truth immediately. You won't have any special treatment. I think we're against the wall. You are indeed. Case solved. Woo. When we received the letter, Marie and I, Jérôme, came to see us because he received the same one. We have had a proposition from Simulacre to vote for Sasha Berthold's machine. If we refuse, they'd buy our silence. I accepted to vote for the machine. Marie refused but kept the secret. Until now, Nikola Tesla needed to be kept in the dark because the stakes were really high. But we were absolutely not aware of the kidnapping project. We are completely innocent in all of this. I see. Thanks for these revelations. They will help the investigation progress. My colleagues will accompany you to the entrance. Stay here, Maelstrom. Right. One part has been corrupted by Simulacre to allow Berthold to win. Among them are the Duciel and the Curies. Right. Am I getting this right? Corruption even from great scientists like them? This is hard to believe indeed. But if Tezza did not know about this, why was he kidnapped anyways? He must have learned one way or another, Maelstrom, and someone must have prepared a plan to prevent him from acting. Knowing Tesla, he would have certainly told the police. He wouldn't have kept this for himself. In any case, good work, Maelstrom. You really are great help, I must admit. While I'm trying to buy time, you make giant leaps. Now that we have a lead for the motive, try and find how Tesla learned about Simulacre and their corruption attempt. Maybe we'll get a lead there too. Noted. Good night, Inspector. Alpina, it's time to go back to the Bon Repos. Yes, sir. Alright, well that's where we're going next. Oh, hello there. Brr, it's very cold here, don't you agree? It's true that the air has become colder, especially at night. About that, I remember having helped a child a while ago at night. A puzzle, hey! $45 Holoquins. Let's try and get all of them this time. Friends, bystanders. Charles Cross looks at an alley close to you and says, "It was a night I'll never forget. I helped a child who was really in need. I found him an endless heat source. What would you know which one?" Can I stick him there? No. Aha! I think that answers my question. There we go. Because I was thinking, it's not going to be one of the flames, because they're not going to be endless. Like the jazz boy has a roof, human warmth is an endless source. Of course it is. Aha, I see that your inventor's sense is as sharp as mine. Besides, we can see that quite regularly. It's nothing. Well. Ah, good evening, sir. Your room neighbour was looking for you. You should go talk to him. Oh, very well. I'll go find him. Thank you. Alright, another big day, huh? You don't say. Let's sum up what we learned today. The member of the High Council received a letter from Simulacre to demand them to help Berthold win. But apparently they were not all inclined to agree to it. They nonetheless accepted to keep the secret to avoid being subject to Nikola Tesla's wrath. Indeed. Now we have to learn how Tesla did learn of all this and how he had disappeared. Yes, if we find out how he disappeared, we might shorten the list of suspects. Knock knock, who's there? Ah, you're back, younglings. I really thought you would miss the Sun Fair. The Sun Fair? Well, yes, it takes place in the Champ de Mars, close to the Eiffel Tower. You'll come with me, right? Why not, after all? It could help us relax a bit. I walked all day, Hayo. I'm tired. Now, what if I told you that I'd buy you something to eat? Would you come? Alright, I'll make an effort. Let's go, younglings. Right. We'll go to that in the next episode, because this video is now a reasonably respectable length without me necessarily having to cut much out of it, because I don't think there was actually that much to cut. There's not much to cut out today from this particular episode. So, I'm going to end it there, and in the next episode we're going to go to the Sun Fair. But in any case, we are getting closer, I think, to finding out what happened to Nikola Tesla, and hopefully how find out how he disappeared. I have a feeling that the time machine could have something to do with it possibly, or maybe Simulacre is definitely involved, but I can't really, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but it's really difficult to piece everything together. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm looking forward to seeing what's happened to Nikola Tesla. So, we're going to find out in the next episode what the Sunfair is and carry on our investigation into the disappearance of Nikola Tesla. But as far as this episode is concerned, thank you so much for watching this episode of Maelstrom Legacy, the Tesla Mystery. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like this video, comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot and you get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook page and on Twitch, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, goodbye.